Hey everyone, how's it going? We're back. This time, Torque Sim, CitationJet 525, your next plane. Sitting here at Anchorage. Very short flight down to Homer. Should be about 25 minutes in the air. This will be my first real flight. I've flown the jet before, but I've always had the 530, dual stack 530s. I'm using the UNS one now, which we're getting to a place where I'm comfortable with it. I might make a few mistakes, but we'll see. Got my clearance, got weather, pretty much. Check the checklist. Should be about ready to taxi. Yeah, everything looks good. So we got ground up on comm 1. And there's my takeoff performance. Looks like rotate at 105. V1's also 105. V2's 111. N1 fan 92.8. So we should go ahead and set that on takeoff. Other than that, we should be ready to go. Performance. Let's get rid of that takeoff performance. Beautiful. Alright. Fix my altitude selection. We're up to 4,000 initially, 10,000 10 minutes after. We can go ahead and preset our flight director modes. Guess we're going to get a heading around 250. We're off at 25 right. And I'll take IAS. We'll set that for like a 160 climb. Alright. Everything else should be pretty well set and ready to go. Get all the anti-ice on the taxi. Brakes, flight instruments, crew briefing. Beautiful. Anchorage ground, November 61536 at Desert Aviation, ready for taxi, runway 25 right.
CitationJet 536, Anchorage ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Kilo Alpha.
25 right via Kilo Alpha, and we got information, Oscar. Thank you. Beautiful. Alright. Get the parking brake off. And we'll go ahead and throw taxi lights on. And off we go. Should just be a left turn here. Onto Kilo. And then Alpha at the very end. Beautiful. Decent weather here in Anchorage. Temperature is, I think, -1, but winds are fairly calm, and skies pretty clear. So should be a nice flight. I've been having a lot of fun with this thing. I enjoy the Challenger, especially single pilot. There's a lot that it does for you. That's very nice, but this is a very analog experience. It's nice to kind of get back to the basics and add a little bit of pilot workload. Go ahead and start our before takeoff on the roll. Anti-ice and de-ice systems. Sure gonna want the pitot heat, I just gotta remember where it's at. Pitot static, there we go. Nope, not that. Not that. My desk is in the way. That's not ideal. Alright, we're on. we're off the taxiway. Let's get back. That's the one downside to VR, is if you actually can't get your hand to the switch, it becomes a little bit of a problem. Alright. That all went away, then if we enter any icing, we can go ahead and turn some other stuff on, but it should be good with just pitot for now. Passenger signs and seats are set. Got one guy in the back today. Cockpit air distribution knob is as required or normal. Air source is both. Flaps are 0 for takeoff. Trim is set. Thrust attenuator switch is auto. Ignition is. We'll turn that on.
CitationJet 536, contact tower on 118.3. Have a good morning.
118.3, you as well, CitationJet 536. Alright. Ignition on. Got 118.3 in standby. And that takes us to... Not quite yet. Brakes. Alright. After we're cleared, pitot static heat on, already got it. Anti-ISDA systems on as required, anti-collision lights on, landing recognition lights as desired, transponder out, radar as required, cedar panel check. Alright. Anchorage Tower, CitationJet 61536, hold short runway 25 right.
CitationJet 536, Anchorage Tower, cross runway 25 right.
Anchorage Tower, CitationJet 61536, we are taking off 25 right. Alright, try again. Anchorage Tower, CitationJet 61536, hold short 25 right, ready for departure.
CitationJet 536, runway 25 right, winds 350 at 4. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 25 right, CitationJet 61536. Alright. We are cleared. Anti-collision can come on, and we'll go ahead and throw landing lights on as well. Beautiful. Transponder's already in out. Squawking 3621.
This is Kestrel 352. We'd like to pick up our IA power clearance to Billings, Montana.
Alright.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
92.8 was the N1 setting. Got up to 40 now. Just get us rolling. Maybe a little less. We need about 3,000 feet for this roll, so we don't have to cut it too close. Power's coming in. Looks like light ice on the runway. Gentle with the brakes. Knots, power set. And rotate. Positive rate. Gears up. Beautiful. Alright. Let's just start heading slightly.
536, contact departure on 119.1.
Over to 119.1, Citation Jet 61526. Alright, 119.1's in. Anchorage departure, Citation Jet 61536 through 2000 for 4000, heading 256 out of Anchorage.
Citation Jet 536, Anchorage departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 10,000, turn right, heading 105, vectors to Anchorage, then is filed.
Up to 10,000, turn right, heading 105, vectors to Anchorage, then is filed, Citation Jet 61536. Alright, let's send us back over the VOR. Let's go ahead and throw that altitude in. 10 and 125. Alright, after takeoff, landing gears up, flaps is up, ignition can go back to normal. Climb power, we'll bring it back to about 90. Climb power set. Engine synchronizer, you're gonna turn that on. Turbine. Actually, we'll go fan. Should be rolling out here soon. Yep. Yaw damper as required. Put that on. Climb performance in this thing today is great. I've had kind of a mixed bag, but you know, negative 14 at the ground or negative 11 at the ground is going to get you a pretty good climb. Passenger switch, won't change. Anti-ISDI systems, no change. Landing or recognition lights. Go ahead and pull those off. Oxygen control valve, normal pressurization, and cabin altitude. Alright, cabin altitude is climbing. Good. Control valve, lower than 2,000 altimeters. We're not going to go through transition. Alright, that should be the end of our after takeoff checks. Anchorage departure, November 61536. Do you want us as found after Anchorage?
Citation Jet 536, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 22 approach into Homer. I'll have you descending in about 20 minutes.
Expect the RNAV Yankee 22 into Homer, 61536. Alright, deal with that. Anchorage departure, Citation Jet 61536. Can we get direct NAPTO?
Citation Jet 536, turn right heading 105, vectors to Anchorage, then is filed.
Right, 105, vectors to Anchorage, then is filed. Citation Jet 61536. I guess I missed that turn. That's on me. We'll just go direct to NAPTO now. Take nav. Oh. Watching my altitude. Probably should couple up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, autopilot's couple. Watch my speed.
CitationJet 536, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 22 approach into Homer. I'll start your descent in about 10 minutes.
Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 22 approach into Homer, CitationJet 61536. Alright. Little off course, we'll get back onto it.
CitationJet 536, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 22 approach Homer.
Alright, I'm just not going to answer him. Let's see. Beautiful. Alright, procedure. Approach. RNAV Yankee runway 22, so probably throw us off at, is that Zephyr? Zipvi. Yeah, Zipvi's in the initial fix. Alright, I don't know if this is capable of LPV, so we're going to fly it, assume it's an LNAV. Which means 676, it's going to be in precision height. I assume we'll just descend off of Zephyr there, or Zipvi, not Zephyr. Go ahead and look through the briefing. Airspeed's good. Altitude's good. Nav table doesn't apply, so we're going to get northwest. Our touchdown zone elevation's 84 feet. Airport's 84 feet. Missed approach, climb 2,600, direct click, and hold should be straight off. Pretty much straight off the runway. AFIS will grab prior to Anchorage Center. Radio. Alright, 123.6 in the CTAF frequency. It looks like LibV at 5,000, Wuglock at 4,000, Ilnu at 2,800, Holpe 2,300, and Via 920. Again, 760 is going to be the minimum descent for the LNAV. If it looks like we're going to get LPV guidance from this, then I'll go ahead and transition, but shouldn't really need it. Alright, we're at moisture. I'm going to start turning some anti-ice on. Looks like some weather up ahead. I use auto ortho. I've been getting this weird artifacting where there's like lines of. It's not even default X-plane terrain because it will kind of change based on like the tilt of my head and stuff, and it'll switch back and forth between the satellite imagery and default terrain. So, I don't know for sure what's going on, but I have to play around with that. Anyway, runway 6,700 feet. It's going to be more than enough for us. Let me go ahead and throw AFIS into number 2 so we can pick it up. 135.65.
Conditions.
Check that out.
Temperature -4. Dew point -6. Altimeter 2956. Density altitude -1800 feet. Homer Airport, automated surface observation. 1553 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature -4. Dew point -6. Altimeter 2956. Density altitude -1800 feet. Homer Airport, automated.
Beautiful. Let's see where we're at. Just about to NAPTO. Expecting arrival in about 26 minutes. A little bit of a delay getting under there. Part of that's my fault for not fully. I failed to do the as filed after vectors to Anchorage. Let's see if I can get some lighting. Oh, there we go. Very good. Now it's almost too bright. That's better. Nice. Who's doing good back there? I think you can open and close. Yeah, you can. Check that out. I don't know if I can reach that one from here. No, I've been loving this aircraft so far. It's good fun. Cabin altitude is 4,000 feet. It's fine. Alright, we can start our cruise checks. Let's see. Cruise power set, anti-SDI system as required. We're out of the right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull them off. Cockpit air distribution knob as required. At descent, we'll get defog, pressurization. Pressurization's already set. Anti-SDI systems required, throttles, altimeters, landing data confirmed, landing and recognition lights. Let's go ahead and pop up our landing data. Landing weight 8,750 pounds, VRF 103. Sounds about right. Box full. Let's see. Looks like we'll miss most of the cloud layer below us.
Anchorage departure November 927 Victor Alpha, ready to copy IFR to Kenai.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Roger that, from Victor Alpha. Radar vectors to T-boat and its filed, climb maintain 4,000, departure on 119.1, squawk 6244, 7 Victor Alpha.
Nope. There we go. Alright. Let's see if I can figure out how to put in this arrival menu. So nav, flight plan, menu, arrive, select runway 2. Star, there is none. Enter. I bump my altitude off a bit. approach. We want the RNAV Yankee runway 22. Back. Alright, I want the transition at the not Cassie. Let's see what that gets me. Ooh. Alright. Alright, home. What's next? O-Rail, Ziv Fuller, home. Yes, okay, so... Actually, hang on. Let me take this Zippy. I don't know that I can do that. Alright, so we're gonna delete. Cassie is. Yeah, we're gonna go straight from O-Rail to Zippy. So we can delete Cassie. Previous. We can delete this Zippy. Delete that Fuller, delete that home, and clear out the no link. Now, go back to menu, nav, flight plan. Alright. Now let me just cycle through ranges. Perfect. That's pretty good. We've only got about 5 minutes to the initial approach fix. Looks like we should stay clear of most of the reported icing. I'm also concerned on it.
Anchorage departure, Jan 511 Heavy requesting direct Fairbawn and course.
Gonna roll over a Thunder
Direct
295.
Fairbawn and then course, Giant 511 Heavy. Giant 511 Heavy requesting final flow level 340.
Giant 511 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 340. CitationJet 536, descend and maintain 7100, turn right heading 205 vectors for the RNAV runway 22 approach, altimeter 2952.
Down to 7100, right 205 vectors for the RNAV, Yankee runway 22 approach, CitationJet 61536. Alright, let's fix that. 205, we'll take heading.
CitationJet 536, descend and maintain 6000.
Down to 6,000. Down to 6,000. CitationJet 61536. I'll take IS and start to pull power out. Alright, already got the weather. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna see. It seems to oscillate quite a bit, so I'm just gonna set it to about 1,500 feet per minute vertical speed. And I'll just work the power as needed. Looks like I've got some intermeshing ortho tiles here. I know I have part of this done with ortho 4XP and part of it's auto ortho, so there's going to be a little bit of a discrepancy. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Here we go. Approach briefing. Final course offset 10 degrees, move it to right turn. Controlled lighting, 123.6. RNP approach. Alright, we don't meet either of those criteria again. Zivia 5000, Hoglock 4000, Inlu 2800. Colby 2300, Level 920. Alright, looks like it's actually a slight left turn on final. 2,600 right click and hold. Let's knock out descent checklist quick. Defog systems required, pressurization set, anti-ice devices required, throttles required, altimeter set, landing data confirmed, landing and recognition.
CitationJet 536, proceed direct Oaklaw. Descend and maintain 4,000 until established cleared for the RNAV runway 22 approach.
Direct Oaklaw down to 4,000 until established, cleared for the RNAV 22 approach, CitationJet 61536.
Firefly 007, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Out of 3,000 feet, Firefly 007.
Take nav. And altitude can come down to 4,000. Vertical speed again. Alright. Approach, seatbelt set, avionics phone instruments check, right out is set at 7675. Passenger advisory switch reset, passenger seats full upright, crew briefing complete, fuel transfers off, engines synchronized, risk off. Press attenuator switch stays in auto, anti-skid switch is on. Landing lights above 10,000 feet. Not required. Pressurization, set, flaps, takeoff, and approach. Alright. That's 700 to go. Going to be a bit of a sharp turn on the final. See how the computer does it. Start bringing power out. Get the flaps in. Go ahead and throw up Homer CTAF. Yankee runway 22, 123.6. Put that in standby. Try to hold 200 until we get on final. Gonna knock out the before landing checks a little bit early. The ignition, throw those on now. Flaps and gear will get on the decel. Pressurization, check 0 diff. Not quite there. Oh, it's descending. Autopilot, yaw damper off, airspeed to VREF, speed brakes, retracting car to 50 feet.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Clear to Kodiak, radar vectors to Gomna, then a fire climb and maintain 7,000, departure 125.9, squawking 4562. We'll release for departure. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Kodiak 018 Sierra Bravo.
alright, never mind. But man. Let's get this back out. Next altitude is going to be 2,800, and we pre-select that. Down to about 170, we'll take flaps 15. Right turn on the final approach course. Kind of the final approach course, not really. Alright, got the runway in sight. Now we can go ahead and take vertical speed. Descend. It's a little aggressive. It's like 1,300, 1,200, 1,100. Perfect. Thief shall take approach. Approach guidance is on and captured. I don't think it changed anything though. We'll just continue flying as LNAV. Alright, 2,800 at Ilnu. Copley down to 2,800. Looks like we're... altitude's captured, we can pre-select 2,300. Perfect. Vertical speed, descend. And let's see, we're about 10 miles now, so I'll go ahead and make my call. Put it up on comp 2. Ah, I switched off approach. That was not good.
CitationJet 536, Homer Airport at your 1 o'clock, 8 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. So long.
CitationJet 61536, got the airfield in sight. We'll cancel IFR at this time. Have a good day. Alright, go ahead and cancel IFR, fly visually. Autopilot's disconnected. Speed's 1.
CitationJet 536, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR and overdue advisory. CitationJet 61536. Alright, VFR, and we'll switch. Homer traffic, CitationJet 61536, about 10 miles to the northeast inbound. Could be landing runway 22. Homer traffic.
CitationJet 536, Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
I'm on the right frequency, right? 123.6. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to hear approach anymore. Interesting. Alright, let's go flaps 35 and gear down. Landing lights on, ignition's continuous. The flaps balloon in this thing is crazy. You've gained like 400 feet throwing them out another stage. Slowing down to 0 speeds. Go ahead and pull flight director off. Just flat. A little bit high, a little bit fast. Alright, we're clear on final 2. Side step over. Bring that speed the rest of the way back. Homer traffic, CitationJet 61536, short final, runway 22, full stop. Homer traffic. Line, gears down 3 green, flaps set. 103 is our VREF. Very slight left crosswind. Start walking the power out now. Touchdown. Fly that nose gear down, get back over the center line, and brakes. Alright, off the brakes. Speed's below 40 knots. We'll be off left here at Alpha. Maybe. There we go. Alright, got taxi diagram up. Clear the runway. How's our pressurization? Difference in 0? Perfect. Homer traffic, CitationJet 61536, off the runway 22 on Alpha, going to be taxied to the FBO. Homer traffic. Alright, we'll go park, take that red warehouse there. We can go ahead and knock out after landing now. Landing, after landing, flaps up. Lights, go back to taxi. Not interested. Lights. Back to taxi. Ignition off, pitot-static off. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, my desk is, there we go. Acknowledge that caution. Got hold position here. Landing anti-collision lights, we'll take the anti-collision off as well. Anti-SDS fire system transponder off. Standby. Radar off for standby. We're in shutdown. Perfect. Alright, swing around to the right. Probably just pick one of these and take it. parking brake on. Shutdown, parking brake set, defog, fans off, air conditioners off, flaps, takeoff and approach. Standby gyro switches off. Standby gyro caged. Not caged. Passenger advisory switch off. Exterior lights off. We'll leave beacon on. Taxis can come off. Avionics power, AC inverter switch. Power, AC inverter switch off. Throttles off. Shutdown 1, 2. Shutdown 2. Alright. Down pressure and temperature, normal shutdown on 2. Stopping 1. 1's off. Down pressure and temperature on 1, normal shutdown. Beautiful. Flashing beacon light can come off. Okay. Battery switch off, control lock engage, and engine covers install. Alright. Battery switch is off, control lock. I don't think there is one here. And I'll get the covers. See if we can open the door. Maybe. There we go. Lovely. Check that out. Alright, well thank you very much for watching. It's good to be back. I've been busier recently, so videos are going to be fewer and far between. But it's fun to zip around still every once in a while. So, also, I switched to ForeFlight. If you haven't noticed, I'm loving it. I got WingX for free, which was huge, but just the situational awareness that comes with ForeFlight, especially flying into more complex airports, is pretty nice. And then yeah, this thing I've been really enjoying. It's a handful, especially single pilot, but you know, it's fun. Keeps you busy, keeps you on your toes. I opened the wrong one, but it's still pretty detailed. You can go through, open everything up. I enjoy it. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.